Hey guys, well, surprise, I'm on a road trip. Finally, heading up to Jacksonville. It's about a 6-hour ride from where I am here in South Florida. So we're heading up to Freedom Van Go to do the Van Compass 4.3 suspension upgrade. I'm scheduled for 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I'm going to head up this afternoon. They gave me the code to the gate, so they're going to allow me to spend the night in their lot. So I'll be there in the morning. It's supposed to be a one-day job. I'm hoping. This is Thanksgiving Eve. I hope they finish it. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck up here for Thanksgiving. They assured me it was going to be done, so I'll take their word for it. So yeah, first major trip. Only have 260 miles on the vehicle. So I'm trying to learn. It took me forever to figure out the cruise control. I finally figured that out, so we got that working. It has automatic braking. I have that squared away with the distance between the vehicle in front of me. It does not have driver assist, which I'm kind of missing. I like that on my SUV. You know, you could let go and it would just go around corners and everything for about 10 or 15 seconds. But it gave you enough time to grab something, do a little chore here, and then without having to keep your eyes on the road. But for what we paid for these vans, I can't believe they don't have that technology in here. I know it's Mercedes. I know they have all this technology. I just don't understand why they're not putting it in here. But it does have lane keep, I guess. I don't know the exact terminology, but if you drift off to the either side, flashes come up and you hear a tone or a buzzer. So that's a plus. That'll help you from drifting if you're occupied with something. So I got Hannah here. She's down here on the floor sleeping in her bed. This is her very first road trip in quite a while. She hasn't left the ranch in months and months and months. I haven't either. My last trip was out to Idaho when I did a road trip out there in the SUV, and that was back in August. And here we are Thanksgiving, so that's quite a few months. So yeah, it's nice to get off the ranch. Hit the road, even though I'm not going far, but at least different scenery. So we'll see how the mile is. Right now I think I'm averaging about 16. I downloaded an app. I'm keeping track of all my mileage and fuel intake, also the price from the first tank. I've only put in not much, but we'll keep track of all that just to see how we're doing. They don't seem to have a gauge. I'm looking. They don't seem to have a gauge here that tells you what your average is. It tells you what you're presently using. At least I can't find it. It may be in here. I just can't find it. The menu here is a couple of layers deep. So I'm driving. I don't want to get too distracted, but I will. I'll try to find. Hopefully, I'll be able to find the setting for that. Okay. I'll get back to saying I'm going to get there about 8 o'clock tonight. Right now it's 3:20. So I got a ways to go. All right, catch you later. Oh, so I've been reading. I joined 3 Revel Facebook groups, and I forgot which one, but they were talking about this. I have the 23 Winnebago Revel has an automatic awning with a button over here over the refrigerator, and evidently a couple of these awnings have just on their own gone out. So I'll show you what I did, but I think on these long trips I'm gonna do what I did here. I got a 18-inch by 3-inch Velcro strap, and I Velcro strapped the forward edge here of the awning. So if this thing does decide to take off, it won't be able to. So I'll show you that at some point when I stop. That's probably a good idea for most of you that have these automatic awnings. It is a known problem, but you know, I don't want to be going 50, 60 down the highway and have that thing decide to go out. So it might be something worthwhile for you folks to consider when you do your departure checklist. Make sure you put a strap around that awning, and you can reach it right from the sliding door, the back door. You just reach up and you can undo the Velcro. So it's nothing hard. You don't need a ladder, or at least I don't. I'm 5'11". I didn't need a ladder or anything, so I think it will work out. Other than that, I didn't really do much more. I put a couple of meals in the refrigerator. I have some water here. I filled the tank about halfway just so I could do dishes and wash up a little bit. I didn't really fill the water tanks right up. There was no need for that. I'm only going to be on the road for 2 days, so one overnighter. So that's it from the road. Finally. I am planning a trip. I'm going in January. I'm going to Quartzsite in Arizona. So that will be my very first biggie trip, real trip. Probably gone 2 weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks, somewhere in there. So I'm getting excited about that trip. All right, folks, catch you a little bit later. All right, bye. All right, guys. This is what living in Florida is like when you're trying to get through Orlando. Oh, my word. But I figured I'd come on here and tell you something. I have it in cruise control. I got it set for 20 miles an hour. And I have my braking assist on. And for the last 15 minutes, I have not had to touch my throttle or my brake. The vehicle is automatically braking and picking up throttle as the traffic moves along. Now, I'm behind a truck, so I don't know how it would work behind a car, but the truck is really sending a good signal to my indicators here, and it's keeping me about 1 car length behind them. And I'm just sitting here relaxing. I mean, the car is basically speeding up and slowing down and stopping and then speeding up again all on its own. It's pretty neat. I like it. It's going to make in this heavy traffic a lot less stressless. Now, nobody's tried to cut in front of me yet, so I'm waiting to see what happens when that occurs. I don't know if this thing will jack on its brakes or what, and I'm trying to figure out if my brake lights are coming on when this thing, here we go, somebody's cutting in front of me now. Yeah, it worked. It slowed me down. I felt it. But I'm wondering, I can't tell if my brake lights are coming on. That's my only concern, is I don't want somebody rear-ending me if this thing is slowing down. Now we're speeding up here. Okay. When it hits the brakes again, I'm going to try to look in the rear, see if I can see any kind of red coming off the ground or the car behind me. No, I can't tell. Yeah, I can't tell. So anyway, yeah, it's a pretty cool feature. Just thought I'd pass that along to you. All right, later. All right, just had something interesting happen here. I'm on 4, but I'm coming up. Coming up to Daytona. 95's up here, just a couple of miles. In fact, oh, it's 20 miles. So, I stopped at Burger King just to get a bite to eat, and then I fed Hannah, and so while I was in the van, I used my key fob and I locked the doors. So after I fed her, I cleaned up and I just not crawled, but walked in between the seats, got into the driver's seat, didn't go outside at all. Went to start the van, I hit the button because there's no key. It's all, key fob and with a push button, and the van couldn't detect the key. They kept saying, put the key in the designated area. Well, I didn't know where the designated area was. I kept putting it in all these little compartments that we have around the steering wheel. Nothing was working. Then it said, look up the manual for the dedicated area. Well, I don't even know where the manual is. I'm not a manual guy. I'm a picture guy and I'm a button guy. So I'm sitting there going, now what do I do? So I figured, well, I'll make believe I'm outside and I'm coming back in. So I went outside, locked the van, and then I walked around the van, came back to the driver's door, unlocked it like I was coming out of the house, heading for the, for the van. I got in, and then I hit the stop button, and it started right up. So I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research. I don't want this happening again. So evidently, if you lock the van and you're inside of it, there's a little hidden place you're supposed to put the key in order to start the vehicle up. Otherwise, you got to go outside, walk around the van, and then get back in it. And if you're looking to make a quick escape because things are dicey outside, you don't want to have to be going outside and telling people, hey, wait a minute, I got to walk around the van. So I got to figure out. I need to figure out that procedure. So when I figure it out, I'll get back to you. That's going to be my project tomorrow while I'm working on the vehicle, is to get online, and I think I have the manual in here somewhere. I'll have to grab it and then start reading it. All right. Still moving along. What time is it now? It is 7:11 p.m. and it's saying I'm going to get there at 9, so I still got a couple hours to go. All right, later. Wow. I'm heading north on 95, and there's probably a 20-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the northeast, which would be like coming off the breakdown lane at me. And I'm drifting all over the place. I don't like this. Yeah, this is your stock suspension at its worst. So, and I'm empty. I mean, I have no gear. I mean, I'm pretty empty, so I can imagine what it would be like with 800 or 1,000 pounds worth of gear in here, and full water tanks, full fuel. Yeah, it will be interesting to see the difference coming back on Thursday. Yeah, right now I can feel it. Wow. I don't know if you can see it. You might not be able to see it, but yeah, I got both hands on the wheel. I'm just trying to stay in between the lines here. Yeah, I don't like this. That's why I'm upgrading the suspension. Yeah. Hey, there's a Buc-ee's over here. I usually stop to the one when I go up to the mountains in Georgia, just south of Atlanta. There's a Buc-ee's there. I always pull in there, and they have one over here in Daytona. Cool. Yeah, neat place. If you ever go by one, you have to go in. Even if you don't need fuel, you got to go in there. It's pretty neat. It's different, very, very different. All right, still trucking along here. Okay, just got off. Went to Flying J here in St. Augustine, I think is where I am. 14 gallons, so it's about a half a tank. And did the calculations. I'm getting 15 and a quarter miles per gallon. So not too bad. I have had a headwind half of this trip, so yeah, not bad. So I got 40 miles to the destination. I'll be in good shape because I don't know what's going to be open Thursday, so I figured I'd better fill up now, Thursday being Thanksgiving. I'm sure the truck stops will be open, but I just would rather have a full tank. So yeah, so a little over 15 miles a gallon. Not bad. First half fill up. Didn't even use up a whole tank yet. All right, we're continuing on. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I made it here to Freedom Van in Jacksonville. There's probably three or four other vans here. They spent the night. I guess they're gonna have work done on their vehicle today also. So anyway, I'm making breakfast. Just had coffee. Just had my coffee right here, and I wanted to show you my new setup here. I reorganized my pantry. So up here I ended up getting a little microwave. 70 bucks at Walmart, fits in here perfectly. And then I have my my cable right here. I have a strip, and there's a 110 outlet up there. Yeah, so look at this, huh? This works out perfect. I like this. So, and I got a popcorn maker. So I took the popcorn popper out, and I got this microwave unit here. I'm a big popcorn freak. So this is like multi-purpose here. So now I'm going to have my breakfast. I had this left over from yesterday, so I'm going to put this in there, warm up my eggs and my sausage. And yeah, because I got an hour to wait. So what time is it here? It's 7:45. I got my appointments at 9. So everything else is, I got a little box here for my shoes. And then I have all my towels and shower stuff in there, and then I have my air fryer down at the bottom, which I think I may put that up at the top because I use that quite a bit. And then in here, this is not going to be trash. At least it can go either way, but right now I have it as my hamper, my clothes hamper. So you just hit that and you throw your clothes in there, and that I think is going to work out pretty well. And if I'm at a spot where I have a lot more trash, I can turn it into a trash container, so no big deal. But yeah, this is all worked out. This is working out really nice. I slept very well last night, and there's Henner back there. My cabinets are coming here in a couple of weeks, so she'll have her little area is going to be. Actually, she slept right over there this morning. She slept right down there last night. She liked that little cove, so that worked out. And then traveling yesterday, I put her bed right here, and she just took a nap all day while we were traveling. You know, I made my stops, and we just took her out to do her duties at the rest areas, and so yeah, that worked out. And then I got one of those little trays down there, so I put a water bowl in her food when she eats, so she doesn't get stuff everywhere. So that's working out really well. And then my water's back there. My drinking water's right there. Because I don't drink this water. I'll do dishes and wash up and shower, but I don't drink out of the main tank. I just never have done that. So let me go back. Look at the little eyes. Look at the little eyes. Hello, Hannah. You like the new van? Huh? Do you like the new van? She's just looking at me. All right, folks. Later. Oh, let me take you outside. Let me take you outside here. Show you this place. Whoa. All right, here it is. Freedom Van Gogh Adventure Vans. So we got some people here. We got a unit right over there that's pretty well all set up. And then in the back, there's like 4 units in the back too. They could be workers, I don't know. Oh, here comes somebody. Could be a worker. All right. Talk to you guys later. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to get a measurement here, because after they do the new suspension, it's supposed to raise this up another 1.5 inches. So I want to take a measurement now, and then let me see if my tape measure's handy. I'm not sure if I tucked it away. Where's my tape measure? No, I did. I put it away. All right. I'll have to dig it out later. All right, folks. I gotta have breakfast. All right. Okay. Let's see what we have here now. So right now, where are we? Right now we're about 13 inches. All right, we're at 13 inches, the bottom of our step to the asphalt. So we'll see how much it raises after they do the upgrade here. All right, I wanted to check that before they get in here. Let me finish my coffee. All right, here we are in their showroom. Those are the boxes I have coming. Those are from Owl Van. they're gonna go in the back door of the van. But yeah, they got all kinds of stuff here. Huh. Alright. Pretty cool place. Look at the board they have here of all the different overland groups. I gotta figure out how to get a patch made. Revel Adventures. I've been looking, I can't figure out where to get them made. They look pretty cool though, some of them. I like this one. Yeah, we got another one. What else do we have that stands out? I like that one. Huh. What do we have over here? Yeah, pretty cool. Here's the owl van stuff here. My next thing is to put on lights. That's going to be my, here it is. This is what I want right here. This is the wireless setup. I gotta talk to them about that. I don't know if they have those anywhere. Here's the S-Bar heater. I don't know if this is the S-Bar, but this is your diesel heater right here. Yeah, it is S-Bar. For $1,500 just for this here. Wow. It's another whole world. Oh God, this will be my last adventure at my age. I don't think I'm going to be getting into too many more things. Here's all your inverters. We looked at this earlier, but now I'm taking my time, kind of really looking to see what they have here. Then you get all your bags, your different bags that you might need to put all your gear in. Alright, let me go see where I am on the list. Alright. Oh, here's their shop, or part of it. This looks like their fabric and carpentry area. Huh. Pretty big operation. Uh-oh. Don't want to go filming anybody. Big shop. I don't know where mine is. Hopefully it's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. There are the pots. One pot. Oh, and the sleigh bars are springs, shocks.
It's like Starlight. There's nothing wrong with the suspension. It's on 2-inch blocks. I use 2x4s. I lived through a 2x. Don't worry about it.
There we go. Fully stocked. Come here if you need all your parts. Don't fool around with ordering them online. Alright guys, we're done with phase number 1. Just leaving Van Go Van accessories now. Now I gotta, it's 4 o'clock, actually what time? It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Thanksgiving Eve. Now I gotta head 6 hours south to get back home. It's gonna be midnight by the time I get home, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go back. I'm not going through Orlando because that's gonna be a disaster. Here we go. Yeah, Orlando's going to be a disaster, so I'm not going to go that route. So we're going to head north. I'm on the eastern side of Jacksonville. So I'm going to go north on the loop, which is, I think it's called 295. And I'm going to go around the northern side of Jacksonville and pick up Route 10, which will take me west to 301, and I'll take 301 down to Gainesville, and then I'll hop 175 and go down to Fort Myers, head that way south. So that's my plan. Should be less traffic. Although I'm coming into rush hour coming out of Jacksonville, so I may be in a little bit of trouble there when I get to around the 95. I have to cross over 95 to get west, to get west of Jacksonville. All right, I gotta figure out which way to go now. Which way do I go? Yeah, I gotta take a left here back to the highway, which is 295. Okay. Yeah, nice folks. Took them a little longer than what they said. They said I'd be out by 2, so it took them 2 hours longer, but hey. So we went over everything, took about 15 minutes. There's 3 settings. Basically, 1 is for off-road. 3 stiffens it up for towing or highway. He said he likes to leave his on 2 for around town and everyday riding. So that's where everything is set. The shocks are set on 2. So we'll try that. We'll see how that goes. But he said it'll be going back will be like night and day. So I'll know. Although today it's not. Right now it's dead calm. It's not windy. So it would have been nice to have a little wind to see what I'd be able to see the difference. Compare apples with apples. Because coming up we had a 20-knot wind right off the nose. So okay. So the next. I'm coming back here in February. They're going to do the wiring for all my lights on the roof. I'm going to mount the lights and run the wires down to the seat, and then they're going to put in the module. They're going to basically tear apart this part of the cab to snake all the wires down. So they're going to. I don't want to deal with that. So they're going to do that. So I set up an appointment for February to come back up here and do that. So now I'll install all my lights, and get that ready. That'll save me some money instead of having them do that. Next appointment, I got to go up to Charlotte, South Carolina, December 8th and 9th. That's a 2-day install up there. We're doing the onboard air compressor and the 40-gallon long-range fuel tank. So that's my next big install, and that's coming up in 2 weeks. So I'll let you know how that goes. All right, so I got a full tank of fuel. I should be able to get all the way home on one tank, so depending on, I got a UPS truck behind me. Is he gonna let me go over? Yep, thank you. Okay. Yeah, Route 10 is right up here. Yeah, coming up on, not 10, excuse me, 295, which will take me to 10. So we'll get right up here. Here it is right here, junction 295. Okay. All right, folks. I guess I'm just going to close out this video right now. I mean, there's no sense in you following me home. Maybe I'll follow up with a little segment at the end here when I do get home to let you know if I felt the difference, if it stiffened up on me. I'll let you know if again if there was much of a difference. There better be for what just ran me and everybody else. All the research I did told me that it was going to be significantly different. So, all right. So I'll talk to you a little bit. Oh, geez, look at the traffic. I knew I was going to hit rush hour coming out of Jacksonville. Look at it. Oh man. Oh, it's all part of it. It does feel a little stiff though already. I'm not. Yeah. All right, folks. Later. Hello, guys. I'm back. Okay, I've been on here on the road now for about an hour. I'm coming up St. Augustine. I gave up on going through north of Jacksonville. There was an accident and the traffic was at a standstill, so I was right next to a ramp. So I got off the ramp and did an about face. So I'm gonna go, it looks like I'm going back through Orlando. I think it will be better than trying to fight my way north and around Jacksonville. So I gave up on that idea. And the GPS kept telling me to go this way too. So it probably knows that traffic is a little easier. But anyway, I'm gonna give you a report on the suspension. Definitely, I can feel the difference. Definitely stiffened up, and there is a little breeze now that I'm away. Now I'm on the highway, and when the 18-wheelers go by, they're not pushing me into the other lane. It's holding its track. Definitely a big difference. The other thing, this morning when I took a measurement from the ground to the bottom of the running boards on the sliding door, it was 13 inches. Well, I took the same measurement when they were done in their parking lot on the asphalt, and I measured 15 inches, exact same spot right in front of the sliding door. So that 4.3 suspension gave me a lift of 2 inches at the door. It gave me a lift much higher in the rear. It went up at least another couple of inches.
Exit to the left.
GPS told me which way to go. The rear went significantly up, at least 4 inches, or 3.5 to 4. I didn't take a measurement, so it's not exact, but I can see the difference. The back end of the van is way up now. So when I add all my gear, when I add the extra fuel, and I fill the water tanks, the owl steel or the owl boxes, it should handle it. It should handle it nicely. It should probably level out the van. So that's it. Definitely made a difference. The 4.3 suspension definitely works. So I'm going to close out this video. It was all about upgrading the suspension. It's done. It works. At this point, I recommend doing it. And that's about it. So we'll catch you on the next video. Actually, there'll be one next week. I'm trying to do one a week. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it'll be something. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging in there. If you have any
Please
questions,
take the next exit on the left onto I-95 south towards Daytona Beach.
So if you have any questions, just put them at the bottom. I'll try to answer them. If not, be safe, and see you down the trail here. All right, bye. Hey guys, just thought I'd give you an update here. I know I was going to close this here video out. I just back on Route 4 here, left the Daytona area, heading for Orlando, and I filled up at Buc-ee's. Thanksgiving weekend, it was $4.02 for diesel. It was $1.38 less than anybody else around that I could find. I don't know how they do it, but I did the calculations, and coming back so far, I'm averaging 19 miles a gallon. So I do have a slight tailwind on the rear driver's side corner, kind of pushing me. So going up I was 15, coming back I'm at 19. So the breeze does make a difference with this van. But I just thought I'd pass that along to you if you people are wondering what the fuel mileage is here. So with the 20-mile breeze on the nose, or on the quarter side of the nose, 15, with the 20-knot breeze on the rear quarter, 19. So gives you some idea if you're looking. And if you're thinking, geez, what is the real world mileage on these things? Well, and I'm at 654 miles right now, so it's not even broken in yet. So that's what I'm averaging, just an FYI, in case you're interested. All right. Bye again.